Okay, what's the plan? Okay, after you.
Je vais.
Adelante. Avísame si puedo ayudarte en algo. O siéntate junto al fuego y enviaré a alguien. Hola. Anda, espabila. Sí, mamá. ¿Quieres tomar algo? ¿Eh? Gracias. Toma. Esto es para ti.
I'm fine. It's nice and warm in here. It's helped a lot. I still feel a little confused. But I think all that before, you know, the anger, it's all gone now. Sure. Okay. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Uh-huh. They took me down the
¿Hay algo que
mountain.
pueda hacer por ti?
I remember a stream and a huge city carved into the rocks. He was furious.
Ah,
He had
¿necesitabas
a big
algo?
argument with some other Thalmor, but these guys were different. More important.
¿Sí?
They placed me in a cell, and when they came for me, he was not with them. I tried to struggle, but they hit me and forced me to drink something and placed a sack over my head. That's about it, until I want my life back. I realize now it was all a lie. How my life has never been mine? Not really. I want to rediscover myself without the point of my blade in someone's guts, without blood in the dirt. I want to discover why I have this dream I keep having, what it is she's trying to tell me. I want to feel the warmth of the sun on my face again, and I want to go home. I don't want to care about that bastard anymore. I don't want to be afraid or have to keep looking over my shoulder. I don't want to live with a killer inside of me, to be a chosen one, or be the son I never was or ever could be. I want to be free, Guardian. And I don't want to play this game anymore! By the gods. I feel sick.
¿Qué puedo hacer por ti?
I remember everything.
Quiero hablaros de un héroe, el Rojo Ragnar, un valiente
Dragonborn,
luchador
why are you even here? Why are you helping
gustaba
me?
el buen vino, también el buen llantar, relatar sus hazañas por tierra y por mar.
And I care for you too, more than you will ever know. I think you know that, right?
Eres un presumido y no paras de hablar. Deja de beber vino
And
y
I
ponte
still
a
do.
pelear.
I do love you. I love you with all my heart. Oh,
Empezaron
my
la lucha
silly
Matilda y
dragonborn.
Ragnar. Con fiereza se oyeron espadas chocar.
That is for you to
Y así
decide
acaba la
when the
historia del
time is
Rojo
right.
Ragnar,
But you must be honest
que
with me
perdió la cabeza
and
por
honest to
fanfarronear.
yourself.
Vamos a brindar por
I
nuestra
can't think of
juventud,
anywhere
por
I would
nuestro
rather be
futuro
at this
desasosiego
moment.
y quietud. Recuperaremos lo que fue nuestro hogar. A todo el imperio vamos a aplastar.
Okay. But if that bard plays that song again,
Viva Ulfric porque es nuestro rey. Brindaré por tu honor.
Whatever.
Cantaré y bailaré.
You're the best.
Somos hijos de Skyrim y queremos luchar. Si Sovengar lo
Good to see
ordena,
you.
moriremos sin más. Es nuestro hogar, lucharemos por
Señora,
él.
¿podrías darme una moneda?
Brazo a torcer. Viva Ulfric porque es nuestro rey. Brindaré por tu honor. Cantaré y bailaré.
hey, asshole, sing that song again and it'll be your head rolling across the floor.
I'll sing any song I jolly well like.
Is that so? We'll see about that.
Get out. This is a fine establishment. Get out before I call the guards.
Hey, lady, get out of my face.
Guards! Guards!
What seemed to be the problem?
Get them out of here. You're both barred.
Okay, you two. You heard the lady.
Hey,
puedo hacer
this
por ti?
place stinks. We don't care.
That's no way for a lady to behave. I am disgusted with your behavior.
¿Sí?
Who said I was a lady?
Out you go.
Espero que el imperio no se... Olfrid, patrón del gran clan batallador. Un hombre que seguro que conoces bien.
Con todos mis respetos, te pido a ti y a tus amigos que le pongáis un bozal a este perro vuestro. Los aullidos que vienen de Jorbasker ya están fuera de control.
Hey, don't mention it. Where shall we go now? Yeah, okay. I always wanted to go there. See what I can find out about my past.
¿Has conocido a mi padre? Era el administrador de Cuenca de Dragon cuando Guardián.
We didn't want to come to Whiterun anyway! over there. It was here, the battlefield in my dreams. I remember the walls of the castle. There was a storm. This is the place where the little girl brought me. No, something's missing. It always ends here. Has there been a battle here before? I'm sorry, what? Look, there's a camp over there. Why don't we camp here and stay the night? It might help me know what she's trying to tell me. Yes, I would like that. You can continue with your interrogation if you'd like. Come on. Sure. You know, I love it out in the open. Since I arrived in Skyrim, I've gotten quite used to it. Every time. I know you're not happy with how I've changed, but it's what I want. Anyway, I got you, right? My guardian angel. What will be, will be. If I was to die tomorrow, I would at least die happy. I mean, look at all these beautiful stars. What do you think they're made of? Do you think people live on the moons? Come on, you don't believe that, do you? You're kidding, right? About how we feel about each other? Okay. You know how I feel about you, and I know it's probably a one-way thing if you don't feel the same way. We have been together for so long that it seems like forever. You came for me. You were there for me. You saved my life again and again. You awakened me inside. I feel like a woman for the first time in my life. But it's okay. I'm a big girl now. I can handle it if it's not what you want. What's important is that you are honest about how you feel. At least then, we can move on. So we can be together? Don't just say it if you don't mean it. Since when? I knew I had feelings for you after you made me cry. Until then, I didn't know whether I loved you or hated you. When you said I was just a stupid kid, after that, I didn't know what I was anymore. On the journey back to Angie's, all I could think about was what I had done wrong and how stupid I was, and how right you were. After the Azura thing, I felt I couldn't carry on. The burden was crushing me. The only thing that kept me going was to find my mom and have you by my side. That I could finally go home and you might love me. Dragonborn, will you lie with me tonight? I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Wait here, just for a moment. I'm wretched, ugly. How can anyone love me? My body is scarred. I'll understand if you don't want to. Dragonborn, are you sure? Dragonborn.
You're
different. Yeah, why shouldn't I be? Yes. It was more vivid this time. She was waiting for me on this battlefield. It was pouring with rain. The fighting was over and the dead lay everywhere. She was laughing and skipping through the butchered and cleaved, scaring off the crows. When she saw me, she came right over to me and picked up a sword from the ground. It was so heavy, but she smiled at me and, struggling, lifted it as high as she could above her head. And she shouted at the top of her voice, "Freedom!" She drew a line in the dirt with the sword and then held it out for me to take. But as I tried to take it, she held out her other hand for something in return. But I didn't have what she wanted, so she stopped smiling. Then it went dark. I heard her sobbing again, but I couldn't find her. I don't know. Maybe I never will. Dragonborn, I'm okay, okay? Come on, let's go see Cassius. Hey, Cassius.
Hey. Well met, Rigmor. So good to see you looking better.
We're going to the College of Winterhold. I'm hoping to learn about my family.
Is there something wrong? I see. I noticed you no longer wear your armor, or a weapon. I hope this isn't permanent. You'll be needing it shortly.
Hey, I don't want to go back there, okay? As far as I know, my part in this is done.
Rigmor, there is the threat of an imminent invasion. Have you forgotten that?
I'll just let you all take care of that. Armies fight armies, right? Not young girls.
What if this young girl was to lead an army? What is it? I don't know how or why, but for the last few days, scores of old Nord warriors have been arriving at Ingol's camp from all over Tamriel. They want to see you, Rigmor.
Why are you telling me this?
They are your father's old brigade, the Sons of Talos. They have come to pledge their swords and lives to follow you. Like it or not, they have sworn loyalty to you and you alone.
They don't even know me. I won't do it. I can't do it.
You need to get a grip on yourself, young lady. These men, we will need them in the coming battle. The fate of Skyrim, no, Tamriel even, could depend on you. You need to sort this out, Dragonborn. Whatever it takes. She needs to address these men.
Hey, I'm right here, okay? I'm not invisible. And no! I won't do it. I can't do it. You can't make me.
What is it? I'm sorry, my child. Please forgive me. Hey, everything is going to be okay. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. How about we pretend? All you need to do is go to Ingol's camp and say a few words. Rally them. You can borrow some steel plate I have here and a sword, only to help out. That's all. Could you do that?
I'll try, okay? Okay.
Hey. I didn't realize she was in such a bad way, Dragonborn. Please forgive me. I can only hope she recovers in time. We will need her. Of course. It breaks my heart to see her like that, truly. But she must address the Sons of Talos. Until next time.
Forget it. Let's just go, can we? So it's true. Part of the town did fall into the sea. Whoa. Is that the College of Winterhold up ahead?
Good to see you. Rigmor's Guardian. And the famous, or
perhaps I should say infamous Rigmor of Bruma. I am honored to make your acquaintance at long last.
Hi. I'm hoping to find out anything about my ancestry.
Ah, yes. Rigmor, why don't you go with Keris? She will take good care of you and explain a little about all that. And possibly might have some heirlooms left in good keeping at the college for your perusal.
Dragonborn? Okay.
Come this way, Rigmor. There's so much to talk about.
This place is so cool. I love it already.
Cool? Are you cold?
It means great. I made it up.
Oh, I've never heard of that. How interesting.
Ah. It's a rather long story. Would you like the complete version or just the bare facts? A long time ago, some 200 years to be precise, there was a mercenary by trade known as Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She had a pretty uneventful early life, taking petty contracts until she joined an army of outlaws. The very same outlaw army, led by the Colovian warlord Titus Mede, who marched into the imperial city in the 17th year of the Fourth Era, wresting power from fools for gibbering. It was a sad tragedy then that, after giving birth to a baby girl 3 years later, she became bravely ill and died shortly after at the age of 38. Physicians attribute her death to the unwanted accidental pregnancy at a late age. Titus Mede was besides himself with grief and arrangements, but made for the child to be adopted by the College of Winterhold by royal decree. The infant was duly adopted, and her belongings kept in storage therein. The child was named Morgan. At her coming of age, Morgan of Winterhold was summoned to the imperial city to become imperial court mage to the Mede dynasty, where she later was to become a very powerful influence. Before she left to take up her newly appointed duties, it is rumored she had taken her late mother's Daedric armor and crafted an amulet of Talos from it. She also took a Daedric ceremonial blade her mother had kept as a souvenir to strengthen her mother's bastard sword, with its blade increasing its properties. The Emperor would always seek her guidance in affairs of the Empire. Overshadowing the heir to the dynasty, Athrobus Mede, who was fiercely jealous of this foreign witch, so much so, at the event of the Emperor's death, Athrobus Mede struck. Morgan and her husband, a palace guard captain, were accused of a plot to usurp power. Her husband was slain, and Morgan escaped, fleeing Cyrodiil with their only child. Her disappearance only served to confirm the rumors Morgan was the bastard child of Titus Mede I and Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She and her child Morgana were never heard of again. Then, one fine day, Morgan's heirlooms miraculously surfaced. The Falmor had found them buried in a chest belonging to one Rigmor of Bruma. The identity of Rigmor, his only heir, and her history became known to the college. Unfortunately, we were too late to intervene. The college, you see, is duty-bound to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold. Before she leaves here, it is my duty to tell her of her ancestry. The Emperor Titus Mede II is to restore her name and accept her family as part of the Mede dynasty. He is also offering her the position of the recently vacant Countess of Bruma, if she desires it. All she has to do is accept it, and it shall be hers. So now, Guardian, here we are. I am afraid this doesn't concern you anymore, Guardian. Tell her I must. I shall ignore the threatening undertones, Guardian. You see, killing me would serve no purpose. She will eventually come to know, unless, of course, you intend to lock her away in some dark dungeon, or gallivant around the wilds of Tamriel like a common bandit. Also, I like you. I have a lot of respect for you and your achievements, and you have protected her well. In fact, I cannot think of anywhere else I would rather Rigmor be at this troubling time. With an imminent invasion looming, and all that, it would be prudent to await the outcome of such an event. We would, after all, need to make sure the Emperor is still in residence at the Imperial City. So I will relent and leave the decision to you when to tell her, but I must have your word. Give me your word of honor, Guardian, that as soon as she is fit and well, you will deliver to Rigmor her legacy. I am afraid not. I'm waiting. I think our business here is done. Anyway, Guardian, it's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her.
Dragonborn, you have so got to see this. Come on, this way.
I think we had better see what all that commotion is about.
This armor was left by Morgan of Winterhold. She was an ancestor of mine. Carrie says it belongs to me. Isn't it wonderful? Do you think I should?
Please do, my child. We await with anticipation.
How does it look?
Remarkable. It's a fine example of antique armor forged by the famous Khajiit armorer Zizige. This particular piece was worn by your great-great-grandmother, Morgan of Winterhold, when she accompanied the Emperor Titus Mede I on campaign.
What the hell are these?
Oh, those, yes. Those, dear girl, are breasts.
Why would anyone put breasts on a cuirass?
Ah, well, you see, men wear the cuirass, and women wear what's called the, breastplate. Yes. It's used as a combat tactic. When the enemy approaches and raises his weapon, you would dazzle him with your breastplate, giving you the advantage, and then you strike.
Yeah, right. Dragonborn? What? Oh, har har. Very funny. I guess I could get used to it, though. I love it.
Ah. She really does have a wonderful innocence, and it's quite lovable, isn't she? Anyway, Guardian, I think our business here is done. Don't forget to tell the girl when you think she is ready. It's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her. Who knows, one day our paths might cross again.
Yeah, let's get this over with. Can you carry the armor for me? Dragonborn, there's a sword, too. Thank you.